Peace and love, beautiful beings, and happy Wellness Wednesday. This message was supposed to be live, but um, my live account is not ready just yet, and everything happens for a reason. We have protection that's in the energy, that's been in the energy. Spirit is definitely protecting me. My spirit is protecting me. My higher self is protecting me as the viewer as well. Okay, so everything happens for a reason. Okay, there is a message up. A message before this message that I definitely recommend you guys watch because it's still a continuation by what the energy that was there. Definitely may still come up in the things that I say in this message. As like I stated, guys, everything happens for a reason. So welcome, welcome, welcome to Angel Speak 414, and welcome to your message of mindset shift. Okay, y'all take some deep breaths in your nose. Let's blow it out of your mouth with the intention to release, cancel out, okay, and choose to follow the path of raising our frequency in this message tonight of this mindset shift, as today is a representation of Mercury, okay? And wellness is everything. Mindfulness is everything, okay? Being mindful of everything is relevant in this message, and how everything works together, how everything is a flow into harmony, okay? This message is going to bring the collective into some sort of harmony in this message tonight. Okay, calling in my guardians of pure white divine light to be my light and energy in this reading. Keep me shielded and protected from all low and harsh frequencies they cannot enter. Be a guide to my light as I channel this energy, and I just want to thank you in advance for these messages, okay? Deep breaths in your nose. Let's continue to blow that out of your mouth as we get ready to tap into this message. Mindset shift, okay? Period. Let's meditate on that, all right? Deep breaths in your nose. Let's blow it out of your mouth. I heard Spirit say something about retracing your steps so that way you can accept. So take that how it resonate. That's what came through in the sound bowl. Retrace your steps so that you can accept. Okay? Mindset shift. No more limiting beliefs. No limiting beliefs. Wherever the limiting beliefs come up, we are being trained to cancel, clear, and delete. Even if those energies of limiting beliefs are being projected onto you by other people. That's why the protection is strong in the energy tonight. It's like all eyes on me, all eyes on the collective, all eyes on this message, all eyes on the fact that we have the prize, okay? Because we was at the finish line, we've been to the winner's circle. Now we have to shift into that mindset of being an actual winner. I was about to say winter, so it's something about winter. The coldest winter ever could be significant. I believe her name was Winter in the book. Sister Soldier could be significant in the message. Maybe you resonate with her. I'm not sure. Maybe you're an author yet to be to the forefront, but maybe that's a part of the winnings. Okay, putting a book out, publishing a book. That could be for somebody. Okay, so yeah, we went from the winner circle. Now you have to shift into being a winner. Okay, you went through all the motions of feeling what that feels like before it got here. Now you're actually going to see it. Now you're actually going to see the protection. Now, because you see the prize, You can now understand why your prosperity, why you should be protected. You have to understand and be worthy of the protection in order to receive that from the divine. That's a mindset shift for someone as well in the message. 444 is significant. 456 is significant. 111 is significant. Trains and planes are significant in the message tonight. You are protected. You deserve a break. You deserve quiet time. Spirit says you played your part with humility and control. Excuse me. Release came right out. Okay, you see how I just released for the collective, release for us. Okay, wherever we have been holding on into in our bodies with that. Okay, you there's an acceptance. Retrace your steps to find the acceptance, to see that you played your part with humility and control to the best of your abilities. All right, this is why we have here hummingbird, to release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way with Mott's, with truth and fairness. And number 13, you're seeing 13 as well. Okay, we got don't hate the player, hate the game in the energy. Just take that how it resonates. If it don't apply, let it fly. Archangels is in the building. Okay, we got crystals and we have gardens. Somebody's name could be Crystal. A crystal garden could be significant. Somebody may start a crystal garden, or a crystal garden could be a street. A crystal garden could be a neighborhood that someone's supposed to live in or going to move into. So this is going to be a highly significant signpost, a highly significant synchronicity. Okay, something about crystal garden. Crystal lake could even be significant. The year 1865 is significant. So I was watching my gardening show, guys, and definitely assisted me in my mindset shift, and that's for sure. I'm very excited about becoming seasoned, in my season of getting older, and in that season of perimenopause. Like literally, I'm in that season of perimenopause. If those who can resonate with that, then you understand, the things that I am going through behind the scenes. Okay. If Spirit want me to talk a little bit more about those type of things, then I'll start to talk a little bit more about those things. I'm just going along with, the flow of the connection I am making with my ancestors and my guardian angel as well, to be able to see very clear, So, crystal clear in the energy, okay? But yeah, so I was watching my gardening show, and he was at a garden, and so this guy, he has his own garden at his home. I'm not sure if he have a garden outside of his home. I haven't. Sometimes how you put something on and you catch certain things, because I'm always doing a gazillion things at one time sometimes. So whatever catches my attention at the time. But I know he has a garden at his home. But he's an interviewer of gardens. He goes to those historic gardens and scenes. I believe maybe I'm not sure what country, but I want to say, I don't know where he's from. I'll let y'all know the next time I catch you. Because now that I'm saying that, Spirit, no, I'm curious actually where he lives, and, where he be visiting, because they don't always put the country or the city up there. They just tell you the name of the actual place. So I'm going to start paying more attention, y'all, and actually start writing it down. So that way I can even tell you guys, you can go and explore that garden as well, if you're like me and you're in that season of these things pique your interest, if that makes sense. So thank you, Spirit. Okay, that was nice. You just rolled me right into that. Another purpose for you guys. Okay, all right. The owl looking right at me. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Okay, right here. Look at me now. I just heard. Look at me now. Oh. But back to the third time to my point. Hashtag the Terry DJ on your monkey ass. You feel me? The monkeys be in them trees too. While I'm talking about your monkey ass. You feel me? But anyway, he went to this place where this tree was planted in 1865. And I know I've been talking about that time frame with Neptune moving into Aries, right? It's significant. And it just brought me back to the time of some of us was living in this time. Like when this tree was planted. You know how many years ago that was? I didn't even do the math. Let me do the math. Hold on. So first of all, I stopped it at 811. So you guys are seeing 811. So it's highly significant. It could also be an address for something. So that number is relevant. Okay, you could be seeing it literally for this moment right here. Of you was living in that time, which was actually, guys, it says 161 years ago. Okay, 2026 minus 1865 is 161. So 161 years ago. Okay, for sure, some of you guys watching have been walking around this earth for at least that long. So I feel like Spirit wants you to wrap your energy around that. Wrap your energy around how much releasing you actually have been having to do. Okay, so if you split 161 in half, that's what? What's that? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, this is like, yeah, okay. I'm seeing a pattern here. Hold on, y'all. That's about 80 years, y'all. So that could be literally 2 lifetimes that you really are a representation of right now. And I feel like they really want you to wrap your head around this. I feel like they really want you to wrap your memories around this, and maybe even ask for help to seek guidance in it with trains and airplanes. This is like signals. Like literally before I hit record, I heard a train. As I was getting my downloads in my prayer closet, I heard the airplane, which that was about 30 minutes ago. Okay, so it's relevant. I rolled the dice. We got 4th house in the energy, 12th house in the energy. We got Sag, Scorpio, and we have the moon. We also have Uranus. Okay. 4th house, I know, is a representation of your roots, your home, your foundations, okay, your stability. All right. 12th house has to do with the subconscious. It's ruled by Pisces, I want to say, guys. The sun definitely moved into Pisces today as well. We got Uranus here that is ruled by Aquarius, which is unexpected breakthroughs, which is the unexpected. It's also breakthroughs, which could be unexpected breakthroughs, ideas, revolution, and technology. We have the moon represented by Cancer. The moon's day is Monday. We got feelings, instincts, and unconscious and fertility in the moon energy. Also, as I was lining my dice up, y'all know I like to line everything lined up nice and neat. I knocked over one of the zodiac dice. Actually, I knocked over 3 of the dice, and I noticed Gemini, Pisces, and Cancer as well, even though literally the moon is Cancer, ruled by Cancer. So it's another reason why it's here. Okay. Acrimony, the movie, could be significant for somebody here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 is connected to this acrimony energy, and it's not gonna be for everybody, but it's for somebody. Okay. When I wanted to know, because it was standing out, it was just on my the screen where you be on the home screen, right? As just something to watch. You know what I'm saying? It was on the side over there. So, but I noticed it. Always notice what I notice. Okay. If it's meant for me to write it down, I write it down. If not, I transmute it and figure out what it means on my own. But anyhow, I want to look at what acrimony means. Bitterness or ill feeling. Okay. We got here, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. With on the bottom over here, Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So it's in the energy for a reason and not for a season. Okay, retrace your steps and understand why it is the way it is. Okay, so you can accept it, whatever it is. You have weathered the storm. You finally figured out that you don't have to do it alone. 101 connected to that message, 105 and the number 63. Okay, Spirit says you have weathered the storm. You finally figured out that you don't have to do it alone. That was somebody's final test. That's going to be the biggest part and the best part and of the breaking point and the breakthrough of someone's testimony. And I feel like unconsciously, you're not aware of this, but your subconscious is bringing this to the forefront. So you can release what you've been carrying and lighten up and know that new joy is on the way. And it is truth and fairness. It is fair. Okay. I don't know why this song is relevant, y'all. Hashtag the Terry DJ, but My Funny Valentine. But I'm picturing Max and Kyle on Living Single in that scene where he was singing that song. I don't know. Somebody could be a singer. Somebody could be a performer. Somebody could invite somebody somewhere. And lo and behold, you don't know that somebody going to sing you a song. Or you're going to sing somebody a song. It's almost like a lure. Somebody's going to get like tricked. But this is a good trick, I guess. Maybe you're going to have to use your discernment and take how it resonate. But that could be something, y'all. Wow. And then I had Push It Good. Push It. Da, 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 da. Salt and pepper's here and we're in a place. Wanted to push it good. Wait, what she say? Working up a sweat. Something. Push it. Push it real good. Okay, something about push it. Okay. That had to do with the energy of dancing that we were talking about in the message yesterday, guys. It could have to do with movements. But literally, I caught right after that download, 1992. Not even sure if that's when the song was put out or not. Okay, I never looked into that. But it'll be on the screen if it came out in 1992. But I literally saw it right after that. So then I got an energy of life lessons equal wings to fly. Okay, your life lessons equal wings to fly. They are the reason why you know how to fly. You had to be taught. You had to be taught how to rise above the bullshit. Okay, that could have a lot to do with choosing to follow the path of forgiveness to raise your frequency. And sometimes the time heal all wounds. You could have been praying about this. God, I need to forgive. God, I need to forgive. Most High, I need to forgive. And that moment is finally happening. Okay? Acceptance had to happen. Or this is where you are right now. See, excuse me. Accepting it. That every situation, every life lesson is your reasons to fly, is your wings to fly, have brought the wings to fly. How you have handled the situations is how you have been granted the wishes, granted the wings, being offered the wings from the universe. Okay, not everybody get chosen for the job that you were chosen for, no matter what position that is, no matter if that's 10 purposes or just 3. It don't matter. Okay? Somebody's about to climb the ladder, I just heard. Then we got wood sage, and the color white is significant. The definition of wood sage will be on the screen. Then we got meet me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. Meet me at the crossroads. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody. No. Okay, that's in the energy. Bone Thugs and Harmony. So something inside me was like, that's a hell of a name to choose for a group, you know? I'm like, Bone. That's like what you carry. You know, that's our formation, right? Okay. Some people form into thugs, but the thugs also bring harmony. They also bring integration. They also bring the balance and truth and fairness of the light. You know, so I feel like that's a mindset shift as well that's here is everything and everyone has a position. And it's also too with how, you know, we all, you know, have a time here. That's kind of the energy. Okay, and it's almost giving gang energy too. So take that how it resonates. And then a door closed, so a door could be closed and a chapter could be closing in that energy. 888, highly significant in that message. And lastly, guys, we got the closer I get to you, the more you make me feel sweet. All the time I knew it was real, the way you make me feel. Okay, I think that's Roberta Flack, and I forgot his name, but it'll be on the screen, y'all. Hashtag the Terry DJ. Definitely there's a connection that somebody knew it was real. So they could be releasing what they've been carrying and lighting up as well, because they know new joy is on the way. They could be on the way to get you. Okay, they feeling like they feelings is fair. They feeling like, it's what it is. Where we have devastation here, it's almost like everything happens for a reason. It's almost like, how do you feel? What do you, this is an energy too for somebody that, what do you feel is fair? Somebody may need to speak up in what they feel is fair in this mindset shift. Okay, welcome to the message. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, release what you've been carrying. New joy is on the way. Lighten up. Okay, I said it all backwards and it's okay. But it's fair with Mott in the energy. Okay, somebody is receiving their wings. And this is as simple as that. This could be a passed over loved one that you could feel guilty about maybe not being there for them, and they want to let you know that even though this could have devastated you, that I am okay. This could be someone who definitely lost somebody tragically or a tragic way. You could have been trying to wrap your head around how could this happen in the energy for somebody. And for me, if you don't know, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you my story, because I feel like that King of Cups we've been seeing a lot. My dad could be connected to that energy. He literally just, wow, this is crazy. My dad got hit by a car, guys. So that was a real tragic way to go. And, I definitely have thought about, like, I wonder, why that was chosen, even though I'm not, trying to, there go the train, not trying to, undermine God or anything like that. I just was curious. Like, I wonder what, what that is. And literally now it makes sense, because maybe his life before this one, when we looked up the definition of a mutt, it said something about somebody getting pretty much devastating way to go. Okay, it's because of maybe the path that they chose. You know what I mean? And maybe it's the energy of, for me, in my own personal story, me forgiving myself for, this is a true story, y'all. This is a true story. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this. This is a true story. So, I was working at 7-Eleven at the time. My daughter's birthday is 11/16. My dad died 11/17/2013. So I'm at work, working my 3 to 11. He called me, I think that Friday or that Thursday or something along those lines. I made a choice, a conscious choice, because my dad was a alcoholic. Okay, he had a past with substance abuse as well. With doing crack. And so he used to steal a lot. He used to do a lot. Okay, like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I mean, like, as a child, seeing the police come to your door and your dad be in his boxer shorts in the kitchen, probably making breakfast or whatever the case may be, because they always come early in the morning. Man, that man would run out the door, y'all, in his underwear. I'm talking about running down the street, honey. to get away from them police. More than one time. Okay? More than one fucking time, y'all. So, he lived a life, okay? He lived a life. So he was back and forth in and out of jail like my whole life. Like at the age of 16, I was writing my dad in jail. Like, not your typical 16-year-old relationship with your dad, you know? But I never judged him. I always told my mom, I love him. And she never, ever, like, literally with the bitterness of being the acrimony, she was never one of those type of women. She never showed that. She never showed, like, that he never helped her. You know what I'm saying? That he never sent no monies, no nothing really. You know what I mean? And she took care of everything. She did everything. Like, and wow, this is deep, y'all. So bear with me, please. Bear with me. So, like I said, my teenage and not even just my teenage, that's where I could remember and I was able to write my dad on my own. But what I was going to say was about my mom. She never, like, talked down on him. She never was like, oh, fuck your dad. He's a piece of shit ass nigga because he don't do this and he don't do that. She never done that. If she sees something that we do just like him, she just be like, you do that just like your dad. You get that from your dad. Like, she always respected him. And looking back at it now, I can really respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen otherwise in my growing years, like literally life lessons that equal wings, you know what I'm saying, and how you handle situations. So, paying homage to my mom with that message as well, she never did that. And there's so many women who actually do that. And I really pray that you were not a victim of that. Okay? I could be talking to somebody who is a victim of hearing that type of energy when that's really not fair. That really doesn't bring any harmony. That really brings you a different vision of this person, whoever it could be, whoever could be playing, who could have played that role. Fourth house is here. With how you grew up. It's in the energy. Okay, we have to release what we've been carrying because new joy is on the way. So take that how it resonates. So for me, I felt guilty for a long time because when he called me that Thursday, back to my dad, or Friday, whatever it was, I wasn't that busy that I couldn't answer the phone, but inside of me, I was like, I can't answer. I can't deal with him right now because he was doing a lot. Like, he wasn't here in Virginia with me. He lived in Florida, but he was living with this lady. Literally, her name is Carrie, and that's my grandma's name, and it's literally my sister's name, which is crazy. He was with this lady named Carrie, so I knew he was in good hands with the name, like, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like, he out of hand. I had to put him out, because when he don't get what he want, he gonna steal it. And when he in that energy, everybody know what's up. And so he got put out of just everywhere. And at this point, he was living on the street, and I'm like, I can't deal with it because he had just was up here living with me the year prior, and definitely we had a good time because I was able to get to know my dad at literally in my early 30s. You know what I mean? Not to take nothing away from him, but that's when I really got to know my dad, and I really got to see that side that everyone else used to talk about when I was a kid. And I'm like, oh, hell no. This man, y'all, the rest of his soul, I love him to death. But by me talking about this is healing, okay? And it's going to heal somebody else because maybe you need to talk about it. But baby, this man had shoot part where I was living at on off the chain. I said, Daddy, I do not be around here when I live in neighborhoods. I don't be getting to know everybody. I'm not knocking on doors, and if I meet a neighbor, I meet them. I'm private. This man had people honking the horn when they ride past. Hey, where your dad at? What? How do you even know? What are you talking about? Child, that man ain't had no money to get no beer. Girl. Child, he went as low, y'all. Lord forgive me. I mean, no, it's just my story. I'm just telling it. It was a devastating time for me that my dad When he wanted a beer, if I didn't want to buy it for him, he would go in the people's store and steal it. And every time I go in that store, somebody like, yo, daddy can't come back in here no more. I know it's one of y'all that went through some shit like that, where you go somewhere and they be like, your daddy can't come over here no more. Or your auntie can't come over here no more. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is off the chain. So, my auntie got killed, his sister, one of his baby sisters, my baby auntie. I want to say she was the youngest. She got killed. He ended up going back to Florida for the funeral. And then I never saw him again. Because I cried tears when, it definitely, because he lived with me and my ex-husband at the time. I mean, my husband at the time, ex-husband now. And it caused so much drama. He was so mad at me, y'all. Like, so freaking mad. And I'm like, Lord. You know, I think, well, the biggest part of it is I was regretting not answering, because by that Sunday, y'all, he got hit by that car. Got the phone call. I'll never forget it. I was smoking my cigarette outside on my little break, and my big sister called me and told me that was probably around, I don't know, 8-ish. By midnight, before midnight, about 11 something, it was over. She was like, it was just, he was unrecognizable. He was unrecognizable, guys. And that is my true story. So, and then with that being said, I'm forgiving myself for not answering the phone, because I put myself in a position of, why the fuck didn't I answer? Maybe I could have saved him. Maybe he really, really, really needed me. But God is like, no ma'am. No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. He already, decided his own path, his own fate. And I feel like this is something we have to be comfortable with. I feel like that is a mindset shift, okay? We got to use our intuition. Well, it says your intuition is correct, so follow your inner wisdom without fail. With devastation. Sometimes there's things that are devastating, but our intuition knows that it's the right thing. If that makes sense. We know that it's the right thing at the time that it's happening, because everything happens for a reason. Okay, and life lessons equal wings. Okay, wings to fly. So thank you guys for listening. Okay, if that wasn't for you, I'm sorry that it wasn't for you, but I appreciate those who support when I share my biggest parts of my real healing work that I'm doing behind the scenes. Those are things that that's something I've been working through for 13 years. He's been gone literally this year. Well, this year will make 14 years. But he's been gone for 13 years, and that's really here. I really had to see it in the spirit that it's fair. So this is where grief plays a part in the message as well. Okay, and how we view things is literally how the grief is projected within us. Or if that makes sense. Like, how you view it brings on what type of healing work you're going to be doing. It's the biggest part of your story. It's the biggest part of the lessons, is seeing it. With the owl. Okay, we got Robin here with new growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it, with Tower Red with Genesis. Okay. I don't know why I heard, it doesn't matter. Who said that? The Rock? It doesn't matter. Energy is strong in this room, y'all. You hear me? Strong in this room. So, it's just giving me, fate is fate. Destiny is destiny. Everything is always fair. Harmony is always fair. And sometimes harmony comes from devastating situations when people have to cross over. Okay, someone could be at a crossroads and crossing over. Maybe even, I'm going to go out, I'm going to even, because spirit is in me, within me, like heavily right now. It's hard to even explain this. What's literally happening. But it's giving that I could have been harboring that, resentment, that unforgiveness, whether it's forgiving him for this, all this, how my life went with, my relationship with him, and not having him around for certain situations, for all the situations. To be honest, he was with me up until the age of 7, but he could be at the crossroad and I could be freeing him by telling my truth right now. Okay. Maybe my other siblings, because I looked at my brother that's right here on my refrigerator before I started the message as well. And maybe my brother is in that energy because he's definitely heavily in the church. Definitely proud of him for keeping that relationship with God, because my brother was 9 years old when my dad passed. My brother is now 22 or 23. And I'm very proud of him, But yeah, this could be freeing for all of us, okay? Of all of us coming to the conclusion that that was what was chosen. You know what I mean? Like, to not be able to see my dad at when at the funeral was like, whoa, type of energy, okay? Really like, whoa. So let's see, we got give for prosperity, we got resourcefulness, and we got transformation with Anubis. So this is definitely a part of the transformation. Me sharing my story, you sharing your story, even if you're only still sharing that story with just yourself. Okay, as long as you're talking to someone, you know, that's the energy. Okay, you are the resource. This is how we take our power back. Osiris with death and rebirth. He's also letting me know that at the end of the day, he's doing his best. For me, my dad is really saying he's doing his best to like show me things, show me that he's still here regardless. Okay, so that's a message for you guys as well. You have a past or a loved one that's still showing you that they are still with you. So choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. Okay, the connection to divine guidance is within you. Embrace the power of dance movement to access your highest guidance. This is what we've been talking about, y'all. We cannot make this up. Grouse, white eagle, and pelican. So for some of y'all could be mad at your parents, like where I could have been still holding on, being mad to my dad, like where at first, where a lot of the way of my life, I used to be like, why you can't just get it together? Why you can't just stay clean? Why you can't just stay straight? Why can't my life be freaking normal with the mom and the dad? Even if y'all not together, I could still really reach out to you and sometimes be able to touch you. You know what I'm saying? He lived in Florida he got put out of every damn where. So he had no other choice but to always go back to Florida. Okay? It's just how his life kept being designed. But, take these messages how they resonate. I appreciate y'all for listening to my story yet again, okay? You want me to talk about these things. So, yeah. If you know that I've never told that story online at all, ever. And I just seen hidden depths. But that's bringing inspiration. Look at that. Like, I'm not joking. I never told that part of the story. I never have told that part of my story. But that's where the key has been unlocking me to tell 12th house in the energy. Excuse me. Your sun sign is important in this message because you chose that date, you chose that time, you chose those parents. Okay? The life lessons have brought wings to fly. Alright? Wings to see and soar above what you think things should be like, how you think things should be. Okay? We're here to create. We're not here to critique every fucking thing. That's also the energy. Pure intention. We're here to have pure intention. Look, nature's signs. It's just what nature is nudging you to know. Feel me? Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. That goes for me as well, okay? In this mindset shift of this Wellness Wednesday message. Believe in magic. Believe in hope. Have it. Okay, look at the white dove yet again. Rainbows. Wow. Purity with hope. Oh, excuse me, y'all. With a different angle tonight. So, wow, what a message. What a message, y'all. At this time, be sure to hit that like button, guys. Subscribe to the channel if this message hits home for you, if it resonates for you. Hit that notification bell to get notified when we post new content as well, okay? We love you long time for doing so. Thank you so much for being a support and a love and a light on this channel, okay? As we are still growing and glowing, okay? Trust your intuition at this time. Trust what you cannot see. Let's get some fairy energy here. Yeah, but if you are in need of forgiving anyone in your family, anyone in your bloodline for how they treated you, now is the time to do so. Now is the time that it can be taken away and float on away with this sun that done moved into Pisces. Lost and found. What was lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized was lost. Okay? Can't make it up. It's only fair. It's only right. Look, it's a cup spilled over. Can y'all see that? I talked about a cup spilling over yesterday. Well, I said overflow, but this cup has spilt. All right. Wow. 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 This is a big energy of power being taken back in this message. This is the takeover. Okay, for all divine beings, this is the takeover. This is the final season of taking off the rose-colored glasses. This is the energy of piggybacking off our message from earlier, quick energy check-in of to stay woke, right? This is the energy of stay woke, all right? Those around you could be bitter. Somebody could meet somebody who's bitter and have ill intentions as well in the energy. You could be the energy, you could be in the energy of that's your life purpose. You went through all those seasons because you are supposed to train and heal and counsel those who are in that season. Okay. Your story can help. Your story can heal. Nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continuously. We need only to open our hearts and mind. Can't make this up. What are these called, y'all? I see a ferret. I don't know. There's these animals that's standing out. I'm gonna have to look it up. It'll be on the screen what they are. I ain't paint my nails, y'all. I was supposed to. Just a clear coat with motivation in the energy. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Okay? Nature is pushing you to do this, okay? Because you're getting ready to find something that you didn't even know was lost. Could be courage, could be confidence, could be healing, could be a person, could be a thing, you know. Lastly here, ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Okay, now is the time. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. And like literally, this is how the new energy day is reaching out to embrace it. 4400 was on the timer with moderation on the bottom. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Okay, so motivate yourself. This could be a part of the releasing with both of them being green. It could be something about going green, eating green. There's more fruits and more vegetables. This could have to do with the plant life and literally getting outside as well. Streams or creeks could be significant. Candles could be significant. Jewels could be significant. Crown jewels could be significant. Something about looking beneath the surface, that Scorpio energy. Release what you've been carrying. Um, what did it say? I can't remember, but this circle door is standing out for some reason. So it could be something is not what it seems, or this is like thinking outside the box. Wow. Looking at the bigger picture could be here as well. Hidden depths. Yep, something hidden is about to come to the light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. And that's literally this is what I'm feeling, what's behind this door. Okay, and it has to do with inner child. Right behind it. I can't make this up. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly but fun, but stay safe. That could bring up something that was lost and found. Maybe that's why the lost and found is here. The hidden depths is going to expose this. Mud pies and moon pies could be, or moon pies and moon pies could be significant. Friendship in the energy behind inner child. Fairies and humans are alike and need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. In the energy. With solitude. Think of being alone as meaning you are all one and in total harmony with everything. Wow. The greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet time. What? We can't make it up. Wow, magical gateway. There go that door that I kept looking at. Where it go? Oh, right there. The magical door. Magical gateway. The key. It takes courage to trust to venture into the unknown. No, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, period. With wisdom behind it. Is wisdom behind it. Literally. The connection to the divine guidance is within you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me set that right there. All right, let's see how we can work our lights. Wellness Wednesday message of mindset shift. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Powerful message. Message of protection here. You feel me? Alright. First card we got here is boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. Clarifying this lost and found. Okay. So this could be where you lost something. Where you need to establish better boundaries. Okay. I heard it was all part of the plan. So take it how it resonates. The crumbling. What are you clinging to? So be receptive to the answer. Okay, because nature is talking to you. Okay, nature is talking to you. So that's two questions. Okay, in the energy. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? That's three questions. Okay, that's three questions. Don't dim to fit in. You are great. It's okay if they don't understand your greatness. It's okay if they don't understand. It's okay to be misunderstood. I heard Nina Simone, misunderstood in the energy. So this is definitely an energy of letting go of other people's opinions, and you letting go of your opinions of others in the energy as well. Okay, that could be a boundary that needs to be set in your mind. Okay, there's nothing to cling to. Okay, it's open season. There's opportunities around for everyone. Okay, your picture is not going to look like everybody else's picture. Okay, it's time to take off the rose-colored glasses. It's time to let it go. It's time to be you. It's time to be authentic. It's time to let them see the real you. It's time to be like, it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter. See there, that's where it comes from. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where your help comes from neither. It comes from the Most High. And a lot of people don't understand your favor. Remember, we have favored in the energy. You need to establish better boundaries with people to let them know that you are fucking favored. That could be how somebody's doing their life as well. It's not letting motherfuckers know that I am favored. Okay, you could be clinging on to what they gonna think after I say that. Is they gonna think I'm in my pride because that's how I feel? Spirit say, fuck that. Align your life. If your life is aligned and people wanna think it's unaligned, that's in the energy as well. But what is not aligned or needs to change on the bottom of the deck, but that is a part of the change. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Okay, they have lined you up with your Akashic record so you can understand the path, your path, so you can understand what is not aligned with the plan, with the path that God set out for you, with the plan that you wrote for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And then your higher self going around with setting these boundaries with people to let them know that you are set and things for you are set the way that God wants them to be at the moments that they are set. Okay? Like, you can't change this. And they can't change it either. And I feel like they're getting notified that they can't change the fact that God has taught you how to set up boundaries, and you have and taught you how to not cling to outcomes and cling to people and cling to how the picture is supposed to look, how things are supposed to come to you. Okay, we in the energy from yesterday of what? I will receive money out of nowhere because money comes to me in unexpected ways, with the energy of letting go of how anything's supposed to look. You don't know how you're going to look 5 years from now. Don't worry about that. Stay present. It's a big energy of staying present and not trying to figure out everything. Don't sweat the technique. That could be a clinging on here as well. Okay, we're in the energy of no more limiting beliefs. Cancel, clear, and delete. Cancel, clear, and delete. Cancel, clear, and delete. Okay, because it's no more defeat. Like, it's no, you can't be defeated. No matter what tragic thing happened, you can't be defeated. They can keep throwing goddamn spikes at your ass. Your ass just gonna learn how to armor the fuck up. Okay, that's what we learning. Just how to armor the fuck up. As simple as that. Wow. Tombs could be significant. Clay could be significant here. That could be a name. Okay, that could be somebody's name. We got transformation in the energy. Can't make it up. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Okay, this could be what you guys are asking for assistance with. This is a part of the transformation. Being able to ask for help. Being able and not afraid to ask for assistance. Where in the past we cling on to quick to say that we don't have nobody to help us, but you never asked either. That's a part of the transformation. And they also said support was coming in. We just saw that on one of these. Yeah, fairies are like humans. Fairies and humans are... No, wait a minute. Fairies and humans are like need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey. That's in the energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the energy too of helping you see the bigger picture of sometimes you devastate your damn self with how you view stuff. Okay, with you dimming your own light. Somebody could definitely be a motivational speaker or inspirational speaker in this message as well. But make sure you guys I'm going to put the questions up right at this point, all three questions. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? What are you clinging to? And how are you dimming your lights in order to fit in? This is something you guys need to actually journal, okay? And you will receive transformation. This is being asked of your higher self. And for something here, it's a no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. And literally they said no tonight, 5454 on the live. It didn't go through. And that's okay. Okay, because trust your path is here. I'm still trusting no matter what. Okay, the storm will pass. Okay, the storm wouldn't last. It can't last. Okay, those at the bottom getting ready to come to the top. Those at the top getting ready to come to the bottom. It's already happening. Okay, it's already happening anywhere. It's nothing to cling to. They're making sure there's nothing really to cling to. Nothing but your trust in your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And there's the second message about support, just that fast. Okay? Somebody could be afraid to ask for something to help because they feel like they're going to get a no. That could be another energy here too, because they don't trust their path. They don't trust that it's already supported. But that could be the mindset that is shifting for someone in the message as well. That could be a part of your transformation, like I said, of knowing how to actually ask for help when you are sinking. Whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, monetarily, that's the energy. Okay, do you feel like you're dimming if you ask for help? That could be somebody here too. But this is where egos play a part in the energy here. Okay, the age of light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. So I said it at the start of the message, bro. Wow, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. That is, how many times they gonna tell y'all to dance? Because my ass be dancing. So y'all need to get up and dance. Okay? I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. All right, let's get some tarot here to close out this message, y'all. This was a message, y'all, that I ain't even know I was going down memory lane with y'all and exploring the option of being vulnerable and telling, that big part of my story and a big part of why I attracted the type of relationships I attracted, because I had daddy issues. And that's just the truth. That's the biggest truth I could ever tell. Okay, with me being life path 11, I signed up for a path that would be karmically tied in. It would be lots of devastating things that I would have to analyze as fair. That's a hard thing to do when you live in your flesh. But seeing it through the spirit eyes, you're able to trust. And your intuition is always correct. Okay? Trust it. Okay, even if it don't seem fair. Look, 5 of Swords in the Chariot. Even if it don't make sense, it makes sense somewhere, somehow, some way. Yeah, look, the sun. I can't make it up. Wow, the light is here. Like, yeah, look, the Lovers. I can't make it up. I cannot make this up. Let's get some more energy here. Yeah, keep following the light. Following the light, a warrior of the light. You are a warrior of the light. That's what I'm hearing. You are a warrior of the light. Despite. But despite the time it took you to see this. Despite the time it took you to see this. God, can I be this? Can I be this bright? Can I be this out of sight? Thank you for helping me build confidence that is out of my sight, out of my mind. Could have been the land before time, I could have been here in that time. That time when the divine was built. Somebody was here when the divine was built. Page of Wands and the Six of Swords. Somebody was here when it first started in this message. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like real life, somebody here was a part of the creation. Oh my gosh, it's about to make me very, very, very emotional. You are going to be paid so big. Some 10, I've caught 4 zeros. Oh my gosh. Somebody was literally here in the beginning of the creation. Somebody here is going to get a revelation, yo, of you built brick and mortar buildings. Like somebody here built brick and mortar buildings. Somebody here was a counselor. Somebody had a brick and mortar where they were a counselor. And that's another life. But somebody was here at the beginning of time. Okay, but when you were a counselor in that year, whatever life that was, you were a counselor. It had to do with you being here in the beginning of the time, and you knowing that you were going to be a resource for people. Like somebody has counseled greats. Like somebody has counseled like famous people in that time of when you were here. Like somebody could have created, I don't know if it's tombs. I don't know. Somebody's created something with their bare hands, and you're finally about to get that energy back. Like somebody was a creator, like somebody you're seeing your name in a past life. You could even be seeing, oh my gosh, releasing, oh my gosh, for somebody here, one of y'all, two of y'all, however many of y'all, somebody done Googled somebody that they were in a fucking past life. You just don't know you was that person in a past life. What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Somebody looked up. Look. They telling you. Do you see this? Somebody, high priestess, 4 of Wands, wheel of fortune. Oh my gosh, bro. Somebody you've been in your Akasha record. I'm telling you, you're gonna get paid well for this. Like King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles with the 4 of Pentacles. You was an inventor before. Oh my gosh, bro. You're gonna wake up to this. The universe has already been motivating to wake up. Okay, stay woke. Know who you are. Somebody in this fucking energy, you're gonna figure it out. New growth is gonna be opened up because of this when you remember this. Like, I cannot make it up. You walking right into the energy. Like, you walking right into the download. Oh my gosh. What else? This message, y'all probably ain't gonna get it to tomorrow. But 2 of Wands, I can't make it up. 9 of Cups, they want you to see it this way. I cannot make it up. One final message here. Look, Hierophant, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. I cannot fucking make it up. My refrigerator cut on. I know y'all heard that shit, dog. Like, this is a new beginning. Look how she gonna be. Look, it's nothing there. It's nothing there. Tangled for what? Tangled for what? Know who you are. They're showing you who you are. There is a beginning that is here, that's gonna be here. Look, the number 80. Look at the number 80. Don't forget where I said that. Look at the number 80. You could have passed when you was 80 years old, bro. I'm trying to tell you, in this lifetime. If you Google somebody, if you get a nudge, Just say you on your exploration, you doing your self-care thing, you doing some research on something. Somebody about to do some research on something. Could have to do with something you want to actually invent for the self-care of the world. You know what I'm saying? Something about the United States of America, I just heard. But you could be getting ready to create something that you are going to travel around the world to tell people about. This could definitely be a face, something somebody think, make, a mask, oils for the face. You could already do this. It's something you're going to be looking for, and you're going to find it. Okay, this is that energy of where they say you're going to find something that you lost that you didn't know you lost. So this could be definitely identity. This could be where we put ourselves in a self-imposed prison. Okay, that could be the energy of that as well, where we have put ourselves in a self-imposed prison. But this is what we are walking away from. There is a shift from nothing to something. No matter what that resonates for you, how that resonates for you, there is something that's going to turn from nothing into something, or where you thought nothing was going to come of the situation. There could even be an energy of where nothing is going to come of something, and you already know this. Okay, you already know this, so it's like nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean? But you could be researching something. Okay, you could even be in school for something. Or studying something. There's something about studying here. Something about even being a tutor. Somebody could even be a tutor in this energy. And maybe you are about to start training for that. Maybe you have that in your, maybe you have that somewhere that you want to do that. That is a part of your purpose that would bring you freedom. That would push you closer into the light. Okay, you could be trying to make a decision about that. You could be definitely want to need a car or a van. A van could be significant. Somebody's supposed to do, okay, wait. Okay, it's a lot of messages here. God damn. It's a lot of messages here. Back to where, let me finish this. Where you're studying at, you could literally Google yourself. If you haven't done this already, you're going to Google yourself. I just want you to know this. You're going to Google yourself. Okay? And for some of you guys with devastation here, you could have passed in a tragic way, and you're going to find this out when you Google yourself. Okay, whether you recognize that or not, that's going to be on how you'll know. Okay, if it ain't your time to recognize it, then it'll come back around. Okay, but somebody's going to do that. Like, you're really, 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 really going to do that, and it's going to be a shock. It could even be a culture shock. Like, it could even be a culture shock, because it could even be a culture shock. But yeah, back to what I was gonna say. Somebody's supposed to have a medical transport, but not medical transport. Maybe a medical transportation for elder or even younger people. I'm not sure. Mainly elderly. Okay, this is a purpose for somebody who has a purpose with elderly people. If that resonates. Okay. Anywho, let me hurry up because we've been up here for a minute, but I can't rush greatness, and this is a great message, and this is shedding a lot of light on a lot of things for somebody, and it's going to help. So, anywho, take up space. Since nobody had told me take up space, I'm taking up the damn space. I'm using my time wisely and very valuable at this very moment. Okay, I'm expected to receive unexpected changes because that's what I know. You feel me? But anywho, medical transportation for elderly, maybe for doctor's appointments, or maybe since how the collective should be pushing things, that we should be pushing to holistic, natural healing remedies, right? So start a company to take elderly to see. I guess you could even say root doctors. You know what I'm saying? Whatever term you want to use. You feel me? But we need to start shifting them out of the doctors and into that type of wellness. I feel like somebody here is a speaker that is going to put something together to speak to the elderly community to get them on board. This could even be something like a city hall meeting, some type of meeting. Okay, you could even just join this meeting. Also a download about transportation for the elderly. This transportation company somebody may be supposed to start has to do with just literally taking them to like the store and taking them home when they need a ride. Almost like Uber, but they don't have to pay. It could be a nonprofit that somebody starts. Because I'm driving the other day and literally right by the interstate, it was this lady in her chair going down that street like that. It had to cross that street right there where the interstate at. I was just like, I didn't like it. And the first thing I thought, we need to be taking them. Like, sometimes the Medicaid or Medicare, whatever, pay for them, like to take them to the doctor. And I know Aetna, you can, they will take you to the store, but you got to schedule and this and this and this and that. I'm just like, fuck all that. Somebody need to start something to just, when they just need a ride home, just from one place. I don't give a damn if it's just 2 blocks. But being in that seat on that highway with people just flying, my heart can't take it. My heart can't take it. And that is an energy, y'all. That is an energy for the collective. I want you guys to know. That is a part of somebody's plan. It's a part of God's plan. It's a part of being a part of the community and seeing the bigger picture and knowing that there is always a way for us to help. We are a resource for someone else at all times. You feel me? That's how we receive our, wings to fly. You feel me? And that's going to be the message, y'all, of mindset shift. But I also just felt rewriting the future as well. That's literally what I heard. Rewriting the future. Okay. That is the message, y'all. Okay, at this time, I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for watching. Anything you need from me is down on that description bar. All my other projects are definitely down there. If you want to book all that good stuff, everything that I be telling y'all every time, you know what I'm saying? I would love y'all's support in it. Know that it's down there in the description. There is no excuse to not know how to reach me because you can. Okay? But I do use discernment. You feel me? Talk to y'all soon. Peace and love.